they removed that one.
Respect your mind games.
I think the mind game here is they're expecting Thunder Predator, if they'd ban Respect, to first pick Tusk. So now Secret's like, well, they can take Respect, then we get Tusk again. Or
Yes.
you take
Oh
Tusk.
yeah, that's actually, yeah.
And that will probably be what's going to happen.
Yeah, so it's a bit of respect, but I think it's just recognition from Secret that Thunder Predator is going to change their first pick, so they want to guarantee they get something in response.
Yeah.
But I'd also say ET is good as far as that, like, cruiser
China has
support.
been making a huge name for ET, but surprisingly absent from the other regions.
Yes.
5 seconds remain.
And apparently not as a cookie cutter clear first pick Tusk as we thought. Some bonus time being used here.
Yeah, second phase bans, if I'm thinking back, it's not like Thunder Predator were targeting like Nisha. There was the Invoker ban, then like an AA ban, and then I forgot what the third ban was, but they were just kind of all over the place.
You know, out of all the players of Team Secret, we haven't really talked too much about Nisha. What did we think about his Queen of Pain performance in Game 1?
It was, I think, solid. He did his job overall. I don't think he was like a standout player by any means, but there were a few fights where you didn't actually see him because he was just jumping the backlines. He was the reason we never saw any big Shaker echoes. He made it his job to give Shaker a really rough time, and I like that because meanwhile in the main fight, that's where the spear backs from Za and the Walrus kicks were pushing Bristle out of position. They split the fight really well.
Yeah, and he basically knew his role, and his role wasn't necessarily to be that flashy.
Yeah, he didn't have to play the game. The hero I feel like could be big this draft is the Monkey King. I wonder if Thunder Predator's going to... if I'm them, I'm thinking they might in phase, or perhaps they're picking Nature's Prophet, knowing it's a hero that can lane well against Monkey King.
Kill his trees. Always good.
So good against Enchantress.
10 seconds.
Team Secret want to go back to that.
Generally being Frank playing an off lane, and they really like this duo. The Nature's Prophet with Earth Spirit, such an aggressive dual lane to have in the off lane, and that aggression can then be applied elsewhere on the map once they get a good start. Nature's Prophet can, teleport anywhere. Earth Spirit's always roaming on mid, so this is what I was hoping for from Thunder Predator in Game 1. I much better look.
And they're all smiling, they're all laughing, they're having a grand old time. That's also what I like to see. Because man, if they were looking distraught after Game 1, I'm like, it's not going to get easier. It's only going to get harder from here.
Yeah. But this opening already very comfortable for Thunder Predator and very familiar from what we have seen in the group stages. Same opening again for Team Secret. Worked in Game 1. Why not do it again?
I think if you're Thunder Predator, this is where you're discussing, okay, they might tri-line us again, because sacking the Mars against the tricky, like, Nature's Prophet Earth Spirit lane's a really good approach. Mars, if he ends up in a 1v1 against Nature's Prophet, you can deal with trains pretty well, so I think Thunder Predator, here they like Earth Spirit, a good tri-line hero at least, so if they do end up in a tri-line scenario, they have got a pretty solid...
Do you feel like that will limit their pool if they know that they're going to go up against a tri-lane? Does that limit their hero pool? Because Oracle obviously would fit in that still very well as well. And it's kind of comes down to Minos' hero then.
Yeah, it definitely can limit maybe the carries in them play terribly. We've seen me pick the anti-mage. I don't think you want to be going for those if you're in a potential tri-lane scenario.
Yeah, more Troll, Weaver.
Don't imagine seeing
5 seconds. It is
Ban out the Monkey King.
Let's start with banning out the Morph. But I would imagine some cores being targeted here. Would you still target Oracle, or are you fine with it? MJZ is going to play something decent anyway. There's so many 5s to ban.
Yeah, I think I don't think they're going to target 5s. I think the Secret's okay giving away any 5s. If you had to pick one, I would actually pick the Phoenix over the Oracle.
5 seconds remain.
Thunder Predator if they want to, bring some of the America's flair to the table, running a carry Alchemist. Very good tri-lane hero. Acid Spray level 1 is absolutely bonkers, and I think, historically, you don't really consider Alp good tri-lane hero, but you never want to fight under level 1 Acid Spray, and I've seen teams try and pressure him out by, like, going aggro against him, and you just, the Acid Spray plus right clicks is just...
If they had flex potential, I'd be on board, but I don't think I've seen them run it on Frank. And I don't, like, if they pick Alchemist and it's, like, guaranteed to be safe lane, then I think that's very, very dangerous against Secret.
I think it's that, like, 4th, 5th pick. Like, maybe you 4th pick into bans. It's kind of where it is, because that's where you have the double pick before Secret get the last pick.
Turn to ban.
It is one of those riskier picks.
Spicy!
Secret do ban out.
Yeah, the Predators are ban out the troll themselves.
A lot more, it's much more focused from Thunder Predator in the second phase of bans.
Yeah.
10 seconds remain.
Troll, one of those carries, does lane pretty well against Nature's Prophet, and I think that's kind of where Thunder Predator recognize, you know, they need some kind of hero. If it's not Mars, if we put ourselves in a position where they can't aggro trailing us, they need a carry that can lane against Nature's Prophet. Jug, another strong carry overall against Nature's Prophet, so
Yeah.
Thunder Predator really trying to give Frank a good game, it seems.
Go for Matu Bloodseeker.
I was somewhat also curious if they were going to end up banning the Enchantress at all.
Yeah, that's
5 seconds remain.
They do. They're one of the few teams that actually did play it themselves on MJZ, so perhaps that's even. But worked out very well for the previous game. They end up banning the Ursa as the last ban there.
That's a good ban. That's one of the probably most comfort picks for MNZ, I feel like, at this time. One here I'm curious to see if we see a return of. Last time there was a Coronature's Prophet.
Yeah.
Liquid. Sven. I don't know. Maybe it's too early to talk about the Sven, but it actually won the game. It was a bit of a crazy game. It was. I think that was the Mega Creep comeback where Liquid ended up winning. But
I mean, it's a traditional hero against a Prophet for multiple reasons, I guess. Not all of them good, but it's still a Sven.
Yeah, I'm too early. Sorry. I'm just not in my A game here. I'm bringing up heroes like Sven. Apologies, panelists.
Just the exact
I mean,
same
it's a
draft.
European team. You never know, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta bring it up against Nature's Prophet.
I don't know if Secret should be taking ideas from, you know, Alliance and Liquid.
I was gonna mention Tide as one of the heroes that MJZ has played, but the only reason I was gonna bring it up was because there would be all green, so there was no actual strategical thought process behind it.
Don't doubt.
What is the strategical thought process here? Because they played as 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's if they try lane again because they picked the exact same 3 heroes that they that they started to try lane with last time. Then Tidehunter, send him into it. He will be much more effective at tanking it than a Coddle would be.
Am I great? Did they run one game of Carry Nature's Prophet as well? I think Emmons may have played it once.
But someone else did. It was against them. Ame played Carry Nature's Prophets.
Okay.
By the way, they run Tide both on Frank and MJZ, but I'm kind of expecting Prophet.
They have the Air
Frank.
Spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, the Tide Nature's Prophet dual aim was very common for a while. The gush with the right click just obliterated.
I wonder if Secret is expecting it to be a core Tidehunter. If they go straight into a Timber Saw.
I think this is a Timber game. It gets a Nature's Prophet as well. But of course,
Now what happens to Mars, though?
Yeah, I mean, you can't really flex out to a Sub-Roll. Mars mid, perhaps?
Yeah.
Mars mid, Timber mid, Timber carry.
This bad pick is fantastic. You're happy whether it's playing against Mars or Timber. Just make sure you get it matched up against one of those 2 heroes.
5 seconds.
Leaves me with the same question of who's playing it. Is that Leo Styles hero then?
I think it's going to depend on who Secret gives the Mars and the Timber to. I think you're going to give it higher. You're going to give Batrider as high farm priority as you can. I think
Leo Styles playing it maybe regardless of it went mid. I guess he's always mid, but I just feel like he's that's the hero that suits him. He doesn't want to be on a nature.
10 seconds remain.
I mean, it is a possibility.
5 seconds remain.
Ban out Bloodseeker, Thunder Predator against, again, banning out potential Breaks. Ban out the Slark. What is the reason to pick Slark these days? I just say Break because I don't think any builds Silver Edge other than
It's
Slark.
Matumba, man.
Yeah, but I mean...
4 anchors and a sea captain would like to have a word with you, Tsunami.
Tidehunter,
I mean, this is
one big anchor wants to have a word.
Slark into Batrider into Tide. It's like a good Slark game, and Slarks look okay when it's a good Slark game. I wouldn't say it's like the good Slark. The thing is, when it's been a good Slark game, it hasn't been like this instant hero, but it's been decent, especially when other carries are banned, which is.
Yeah.
Taking their time here. Is there another break they should be worried about? Because...
No. I was just saying that because I was like, I don't really see any justification for this Slark game. You don't need a ban Viper or anything here. I think you just continue...
Sure?
I'm not sure, but I think you continue targeting Matu.
Both teams need a carry on paper, unless we're seeing some kind of carry nature's.
seems like we got the Medusa banned out, so that's actually a niche hero, mostly. But it can obviously be flexed as well.
I really like Thunder Predator picking some carry that can just go back into the jungle, like, after level 5. Like, yeah, Wraith King, TB. I mean, I still think it's possible to go Alchemist here, but maybe a little risky. But that's kind of the flavor we saw a lot during the D itself, carry Alchemist. None of these, I mean, into the Timbersaw is probably a little bit rough, and that's where I think the Wraith King and Wraith King as well as the TB.
Yeah, the only reason I would be skeptical about the Wraith King is kind of a little rough into Timbersaw. But if we want to musical lane it up, then Batrider's just going to be following around Timber Bay.
Well, what seemed to be becoming the flavor of the group stage, Terrorblade is still in the pool. I don't know if it's an option here for either team, though.
5 seconds remain.
Yeah, I mean, Thunder Predator could be. Into Timber, Mars Bulwark's a little annoying. Like, definitely seeing these range carries just like the damage against the Mars, but.
Are you happy with the draft so far? Because both are looking a little pensive here, and Team Secret doesn't stray too far from the path from what they did previous game. Thunder Predator goes back to what they did during groups.
Yeah, I mean, Secret I'm not really concerned, but this 5th pick for Thunder Predator needs to sell me. Because I have a lot of question marks, mainly around the just profit.
I have question marks about how they're going to secure whatever pick it is. Okay, Lifesteal, we saw this once in the group stage.
Yeah, and they won with it. This was the game where PSG LGD did not pick techies.
So it was a real game, is what you're telling me.
That was, it looked like an actual Dota game, correct.
I like it here. The concern for me is same as last game. Like, what if Secret just run at them and do this aggro lane with Enchantress Tusk once more?
Yeah. I
feel like so much of Thunder Predator's game relies on Emmons getting good farm and kind of free farming that Secret may just prevent that.
Fries?
Is it like a microphone?
Is it like a fan?
Yeah.
I think it might be a fan.
Oh, it's the question.
But it has like a straw or something.
Sorry, distracted.
Like, I don't know, I'm just saying things now.
At this point, because Team Secret, we feel like they've got the early game down. Are they going to aggressive tri lane again? Because if so, Mars and Timber are fine by themselves, right? Then we need someone that can really seal the deal and that aggressive tri lane.
That's not the hero any of us expected.
But then...
Consider the deal sealed.
Yeah, but it's a Matu, that's a Matu Abaddon.
Okay. What?
Yeah. Question marks above all these faces. We should implement that, by the way. That'll be our next addition to the panel.
I got denied. This is a big question mark above my head. I mean, I didn't have any question marks about Secret. I didn't really care what Matu picked. For me, Lifestealer's issues are he'll be okay against Mars. He'll be able to walk out of the arena, whatever. But I think against Timbersaw, he's going to struggle. He's never really going to be a threat to Timbersaw in lane, mid game, late game. I don't think they punished it enough.
This feels like the game that Secret have set this Timbersaw up for success with the 4th pick. It's a very free Timber game. There is the Batrider, but I still feel like the should have a great time. And I think the reason for the Abbott pick is just it's his carry that isn't afraid of Batrider. You can always get out of the lasso. You can save your teammates from it. Yeah. I'm going to also go Secret. It's a very unusual, unexpected last pick, but I think a very strong lane. It's Tuscan.
Also gotta go with Team Secret until they lose. I still have them pegged as favorite for this tournament. Lacoste and ODPixel, but Lacoste, ODPixel, Abaddon for Matuma, man. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't recall him playing hero. I've seen it in South America. I believe it was K1 playing it. Makes a lot of sense here. You know, it's something thinking differently. What can work great against the pad and great against the tide. Like you get Ravage, you pop your ulti, you shield the other guy. Can potentially work. Like I can see it working well.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see. I think it also works quite nice in the matchup against the Lifestealer. Like, normally this Lifestealer just wants to be able to pop Rage, kill off the carry, the ult's up. You're just going to be able to live too long, and suddenly when the Rage ends, it's going to be very vulnerable to the rest of Secret turning in and fighting back.
Yeah, it's going to be curious to see how it's going to play out, and if it will work for Team Secret. Will they 2-0, or will Thunder Predator force out that 3rd game of the series? We're going to find out. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you very much. Definitely some things to be excited for from Thunder Predator though as well. We see obviously with the opening, they are able to get moves on the Earth Spirit. Did have a bit of a tough game last time on his Shaker. On his Earth Spirit though, you can imagine we can expect to see very good high-level plays from him as we get
yeah,
used to
this
the game
feels
so
like
far.
his comfort hero. He knows what to do. Shaker was a bit, you know, shaky performance in the end. Couple of missed opportunities. I also want to see if Team Secret wants to run an aggressive tri-lane. It's a potentially good one. Once again, with the Enchantress, with the Tusk, like they have so much damage coming out from that lane, and they could also put the Timber Saw like in a lot of different lanes. Like he just does not want to play into Batrider. That's all.
No, absolutely. And I like this so far because they are expecting obviously Leo Star to take the Bat mid. They've given the tangos over to Matsu. They're going to try the Abaddon mid against Bat. As he's fully prepared for the one, straight up completed. We're going to see Thunder Predator try for a first blood here. They'll stop the high ground. A Secret won't quite be able to get the jump, and now with the tag team, Yaps are ready to turn. They're over the moves, and Secret, they'll be the ones to claim first blood for Zai. So it's very scary trying to fight.
Thunder Predator, they knew someone was up the hill on the high ground because the smoke broke on the Earth Spirit, and yeah, he pays with his life. It's kind of hard to fight Tusk with the tag team. It's just so much damage. 3-4 heroes hitting you.
Unless, yeah, like Leo style, I think they're already going to swap things up. They're going to put Minos over towards different lanes. And Leo style, he doesn't want to play into this mid lane. It's going to be pretty much impossible for him to you know, shut down Matsu. Matsu with the full wand and as an Abaddon with the Aphotic Shield, you can't play the Bat for that matchup. You want to try and get him somewhere where he's going to be able to have the potential to threaten the enemy core. So they'll put him down bottom, which will put him in that Zai matchup. We'll see if Secret respond to this and switch things around.
Have tools,
Yeah.
you know, they have heroes to swap things around. Batrider with the shared tangos on the bottom lane needs to bring some extra region. He has a bottle, but definitely needs to bring some extra. Abaddon on the mid lane doesn't care too much about the life, so we're gonna see like the trade. But I feel Abaddon, I don't remember seeing this matchup mid for a reason because it almost never happens. But I feel Abaddon should have a bit of a, you know, easier time. That Curse of Avernus, extra slow, extra attack speed, and then silent on the etc. You just don't have a long lane enough to be able to, you know, utilize the Abaddon. And now they're swapping things around already. Zai walking to the mid lane, like this is a free lane for Zai. Abaddon bottom lane for Abaddon.
They really want to get the Abaddon against this Bat, Leo style. Of course, it's going to be walking back over towards the mid. We are definitely going to see some musical lanes continue here. Both teams fight to get the matchup so they want.
Remember, this is a position 5 Tide Hunter because he had way too many like counters potentially that Timbersaw plays 1 versus 1 against him, then he gets just completely dumpstered by the Timber. They keep swapping. I think this favors Secret a bit more. They still have Nisha on the top lane, free farming on this Mars. Like the biggest winner is MJZ on the Tide Hunter. I'm like, guys, I did not want to move.
Nah, he's just going to take this.
He's like, yeah, I'll take the XP, I'll take some CS.
Leo style. Find Yapso here in the jungle. Yapso trying to do his best to just sort of waste further time of Leo style as Leo style is trying to get in between these lanes.
Are you okay in the old chat? That's a good voice line. How's mid doing? What a time to be alive. You know, we waited more than a year for a DOTA land, and then we get Abaddon versus Lifestealer mid. What?
What? What indeed? As bottom lane. And Leo style, he's moved away from the Abaddon. Are we going to see the Abaddon move again? We are indeed. Matsu, he's following that Bat. He's not letting Leo have the lane that Leo wants. And Leo, as soon as that Matsu turns back down on the bottom lane, he's already making his way back over the mid. I don't know when we're going to see these musical lanes come to an end.
They need to stop eventually. Like Matumba Man, he's not CSing, he's using only the M key, move to the certain hero, just follow that Batrider pretty much. And now they're swapping again.
Well, Leo back over the mid. See how long it takes for Matsu to move back over it. Or if Matsu will finally concede to the movements of Leo style. No, he's going there. He's going there. He's not going to let Leo win this one. Matsu is not leaving the battle alone.
Maybe there are some rules that we like didn't read before it. Like if you swap the lanes first 10 times, like you just win.
Right, well, like some one of those sort of obscure
whoever
chess
gets
moves.
the first.
You know, it's
yeah,
just,
you know,
the game is over.
game's over.
Matsu's mid, and Leo, he's I'm out. Back to the bottom he goes. Down bottom. They have got the catch onto MJZ. See if Zayapso have the damage.
What's dead to me?
One more whirling death. Zai will be able to finish off the job. Same time up top moves. Nisha and Puppy have found him. Kills on both of the side lanes for Secret.
I feel Thunder Predator just overcomplicated thing for themselves.
And here we go again.
With the draft. Yep, here we go again.
Here we go again.
Eventually, you have to stop MNZ.
And here we go again. Leo's out. Back over to mid. He doesn't want to be near Matsu.
What if you lose movement speed if you like move too much? Because the hero's gonna get tired.
I mean, he's going back over there. This literally is never going to stop. This is going to be never ending.
I remember one game when Eternal Envy played, they kept swapping for like 10 minutes. Like he just wanted to have a better matchup for him. Of course, in the end, they lost the game, but didn't matter. It was fun to watch. Puppy getting caught on the top lane.
Peace.
We'll be able to catch him. Playing a bit deep. Try to come around the creep wave. And maybe it's come to an end now. Back to the lifestealer against the Abaddon. See if Matum and Zai do make the moves. It's Leo Style, MJZ, Thunder Predator. They're finally, 5 minutes in, got the lane that they wanted. Is it gonna stay like this, or are we gonna see Secret swap again?
I think it's time to stop. Like
When it's time to stop, it's time to stop.
Zai 6-7 sticking up palm charges, needs to be careful. Now I want to go in Leo style. Doesn't have too much region. Does not have mana for Firefly.
I'm rolling 10 stacks.
I told you, he's losing the move speed. Like he's moving at the 200 move speed because he went to the mid and back multiple times. Tries to use the hook. Misses.
Oh, Centaur helping out there with the 3-man stun. All right, the neutrals. A bit of a helping hand there for Thunder Predator. Zai gonna go for the TP out, but Moose is actually able to get in and stop it. So now Zai dead and without a TP to return to a lane.
They're still not done. Matu, once again, back to the bottom lane. He also has 3 points in Curse of Avernus.
See mid, low. Frank coming in with the setup onto Yapzor. He's not quite able to close the gap and start getting that slow going. Putting pressure onto the tier 1 mid. TP over from Marziano's going to take a long time here for Nisha. Frank trying to pop the sprout to hold them back. Tempting to get out of this, but Yapzor will be able to trap him off with the shards. Kill off Frank.
So far, the highlight of this game for me was that Centaur triple stunning Team Secret, I gotta say. Because people are just swapping things around. A lot of pressure on the tier 1 tower in the mid. They have a catapult, Leo to double damage. Arena drops.
Let's call both of them in, Nisha. Yeah, moves rolling from the side. Gonna get over towards Leo Star, kick him out, trying to protect him. Leo Star, Firefly going. They do get a very early tier 1 mid with all the movements around.
They get it, but it gets denied. So, you know, it still opens up the map, but you don't get the gold for it. Matu still on the bottom lane. Tidehunter, high level. You know, I've been talking about how he's the biggest winner, level 5, 7 minutes in as a position 5. Not too bad.
Yeah, kind of hard for them to go on. Thank you already, MJZ. 3 points of Anchor Smash, of course, always going to be very nice against a line of 4 melee heroes. Side of the burst. Solid shot of surviving. The top lane really been the lane we haven't really looked at too much. It's kind of been the most static. Frank's been up here, farming away. Master safe, he's level 6. He'll have that move ready with the Nature's Wrath. Sees an opportunity. Leo Style going to start working on his bots in the mid lane. So with the tier 1 taken down from Chris Harp, he's going to feel very secure doing this. There's not going to be really any chance of Secret catching him by surprise.
I think we're done with swapping, and now we can start playing some Dota.
Yeah.
Like, it's been done. Everyone had their own fun. Now let's see what happens. Tidehunter, not level 6 yet. Zai has Arena, could cut down those 3 easily.
There's the setup. Going in onto MJZ, can they burst it? Mass TP's coming in, they can't. They've got to back off now, Secret. Moose comes in with a counterplay. Starting things off with the slow on Tanisha, but the shield's out from Matu. Tanisha is going to be able to run Leo style. Quite close in on this. Of course, not quite having that level 6 yet on the back. Just a creep away from it.
Smoke, they still need that level 6. Zai playing very aggressive on the top lane, trying to zone out. Last time Frank played Nature's Prophet, he was the tank with that mech fight Crimson Guard type of a build. This time around going for more of a damage oriented, which I really like. You know, the silence, a lot of value, especially against the Abaddon and Tusk on top of that. Not a big fan of Lifestealer going for the battle tree, I gotta say.
Zai goes for a TP out, moves and Leo style. I'll quickly cancel that as the two of them run him down. They'll be able to get the kill. Zai falls. We did see this Battle Fury Lifestealer before.
He played it against PSG LGD when they won that game. It was a game that didn't really matter, but still I feel Battle Fury, you know, is not the best choice. If you get something like an armlet, Team Secret doesn't have any kind of burst damage, so you can always pretty much armor toggle. And you're playing into full melee heroes. Just Battle Fury.
I mean, full that's the cleave paying off then, you know? Full melee heroes in a fight.
Oh yeah, you use Flame Break, put them all to one side, then cleave with the Lifestealer.
Yeah, it can work. Top 8. Frank can get his way out of this. The arena's drop down moves. He's going to roll in. Look at the connection on Tanisha. Frank getting low. He's not going to be able to escape this. The arena trapping him, taking him out. Moves. He'll TP away though. Knows there's no further TP cancel between the two of Secret. On the bottom side, looking towards MJZ. We've got MNC coming over. Ravage at the ready if they want to pop it. Silence out on MJZ. Minos looking towards Matu. The borrowed time's out. Matu able to commit, take out the tide.
That was such nicely done by Yapster. He precast the snowball in case Night Hunter wants to use the Ravage, and then he can save the Matumba man. They get out and still gonna get the kill. But Night Hunter realized, you know, I'm not gonna get too much out of this anyway, especially if he dodges, it's gonna be a waste. I'll just keep it.
So Matu's build again, second time today, going for the Midas. That excellent item on the Abaddon to accelerate the levels. Of course, you benefit from that attack speed with the passive. And of course, he sees Minos going for the Battle Fury. He knows this is going to be a bit of a farm game, so he's got to have his own sort of item to allow him to scale up as well.
Lifestealer's playing into 4 melee heroes. He's also having 3 points in Gold Frenzy, just for some extra slow, which I really like. Like you can see Abaddon right now, he can't really trade. You talked about that hand of Midas. Other teams are probably going to be, well, man, Team Secret. They're doing it. They're buying hand of Midas. They're going to start a trend.
No, absolutely. Every team's carry is going to be like, guys, I want to buy Midas. If Matu's doing it, I'm going to do it, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some more. I'm more worried about
people in the front.
People in the front. Frank, from the backup, Moose comes in. MJ's in with a lovely 4-man ravage. The McIntyre's going out as well from Moose. What a fair bit of damage coming out. Secret Yap's on side, both getting low. Leo's down on top of the two of them with the Firefly. He'll get the double kill. Look to knock back Nisha with the flame break. He's going to chase up forward. Get the grab on Tanisha. He can. Dragging back the Mars. They'll be able to set up for a third kill. Minos turning up as well as Nisha put the 1 charges. Try and push them back for the God's Rebuke, but the slow of the Ghoul Frenzy, it's too much. She can't run. Dr. Predator. They'll turn that attempt around from Secret as MJZ. Beautiful Ravage. And the backup, of course, is there. It's Thunder Predator. They'll always be in to back one another up.
Yeah, great Ravage, nice follow-up from Earth Spirit, 4-man Magnetize, a lot of overtime damage, Batrider shows up. I gotta say, I'm a bit worried for Team Secret in this game. Like, they have no real answers for Lifestealer. Like, they have no abilities that go through Magic Immunity other than Boulder Sponge. And Yapster, you know, he realizes that, had a great success with the kick. I'll get the Aghanim Scepter, you know, deal with the rest. I'm gonna kick Lifestealer out.
We'll see what sort of items Matu's going to get after this Midas. As you say, definitely and not as sort of a clear route to victory for Secret's lineup compared to what they had in game 1, where they had Matu farming away on the Monkey King. That is a little bit different. It's a batting carry.
Also a bit limited on the tower damage for Team Secret. Like, they need to play with the catapult or Enchantress possibly getting a creep. Timbersaw can tank the damage, but right now they can't just, you know, group around and start hitting on the tower.
I think already someone's been yeah, he's ready to follow the footsteps of Matu. You see moves? You like this one on the Earth Spirit?
Oh yeah, great success from the last game. He's like, you know, they don't have tower damage. They just talked about we're gonna be here for a very long time.
Yeah.
Why don't I just get the Midas?
Let's get the Midas.
So if you see someone else going for Midas,
then it's you've been given the all clear. It's like, right, Midas are in play. I'm gonna get my own.
no, but this could also say for Team Secret, you know, they're getting their Midases. What do we do? Like, we're gonna respond with our own.
I see, there may be more to come out. But we're yet to see what Leo is doing up after the box. He might want to go for the greed as well.
Let the sharks have my
Bottom lane, MJZ will be found. Leo style, trying to see if they can get something going on the top lane, but Zai's here with the backup. Bit of a spooky place for Minos to be. Battle Fury is now on the Lifestealer.
It's a 14-minute Battle Fury with the phase boots. Great timing. Lifestealer, you know, he's gonna get farm. Like, this hero will definitely get the farm. He's going into Yasha, next item. I don't think it's like needed. I've seen Lifestealer getting the Manta style if he needs to be able to take care of himself, remove any kind of silences. He has like one silence, and that's only Curse of Avernus. Yeah. If he gets hit 4 times, which is, you know, pretty tough to get.
SMY is just going to be the straight up item for him.
gun it.
Minos, he's going to farm fast. I mean, of course, one thing nice about the Cool Frenzy, give you plus 50 attack speed at the max level. Really speeds up the farm. So yeah, you benefit massively from the cleave. You see him very quickly ripping through the Ancients. Just a bit of a test ready for a Batu on this carry pattern with the Midas. See if he can keep up with the farm this lifesteal. I think it's going to be hard. He's going for that full sort of the farm build from the Abaddon, the Midas into the Radiance on himself.
That's kind of a build you need to go for on Abaddon to be able to scale. Abaddon talents are really good top lane. Like 65 damage on level 15, CDR or armor on level 20. Lasso,
big deep time in for Leo. He just goes right into the tower to grab Puppey. I get the kill before Zai can do anything about that. TP over not coming in time for the rest of Secret. It's Nisha, so 600 away from the Yules. So finding a setup onto Minos, I mean, even then, when it is done, it's going to be hard for them to really set up onto the lifestealer. Most of the time, Minos is going to be able to rage and survive anytime Secret go on him.
It's such a good lifestealer game. Yeah. They don't have the real answer for him. Only the kick, the punch, but the Absorb still deciding. Maybe I need a Blink Dagger when they decide to go in. I need to be the saving tool. It's not easy to farm with the Tusk. Going in on Frank.
He's got the Sprout. Yeah, Yapso, he'll cut his way in. Backups in from Moose. Frank still alive. Kick from Moose, getting Frank over to the side. Matu and Yapso can't finish off the kill. And now the charge comes in from Thunder Predator. Yo Style moving in with Moose. They get the connection once again onto Yapso. Matu trying to protect him with the Aphotic Shield. Should be enough sustain. Matu.
Moose is like, you were kicking our players last time. I'll show you how to kick my own teammates. Saves Frank there. Nicely done. Matu
has got the borrowed time to force it out of him. MJZ does have Ravage ready to go if any sort of fight gets brought down in. We're still having the outpost as well, Thunder Predators, so they can bring back up in if it kicks off. But Secret, they'll back away. Matu wanting to get the Radiance done before any sort of fight is forced. And about 400 away from Recipe. 17 minutes in, 7-9. Less than 1k gold in it. Secret with a slight lead. In terms of the scanning and the farming, this lifestealer, Minos, looking pretty terrifying. This is quick item timings from him. And obviously, whilst the Radiance will help Matu in terms of farming and fighting the rest, it's not going to be an item that the lifestealer will care too much about at all in the team fights.
With the Rage, you don't care too much about it, true, but the overtime damage from the Baron, he's the tanky one, he's the one who stays in the team fight for such a long time. Silence, so he can't pop that ulti.
So they can punish him after. Yeah, they're going to use the lasso as soon as the borrowed time comes out, dragging away for the rest of his teammates, and it's a clean kill there for Thunder Predator. Smart moves, as they know any time that the borrowed time's gone off, DOTA will have no trouble finding the lasso. Under Predator, they're not even done yet. They're looking for Yapso. Any TP cancel moves, he's in time. Another threat for Thunder Predator as they start to move and get Minos involved.
Even though in terms of net worth, it's pretty even, I'll say that Thunder Predator is in full control of this game. Like, Mars as a hero doesn't really, you know, scale that much. They're catching Leo style, okay.
Ravage is out. He's got the three of them, and Minos, he's ready to go to work straight over towards Nisha. Nisha's got to run. Attack of the Yours to hold back Minos' side. Nesprout quickly cuts out with Whirling Death, looking over towards Moose. Moose not on the mana. Matu coming back into the game, heading over. Minos has got to be careful now. He's raging, and he's running away. Moose, another roll out will separate him from Secret. In fact, he's even made it over towards the safety of his own high ground. Nice move from Moose will keep him out of any sort of harm's way. Secret won't be able to find him.
MJZ scouting things out as a Tide Hunter. He also has a Blinking Dagger, which was just shown as position 5. Like, it's still a good timing. Yapsor's still very far away from his Blink Dagger. Radiant's done on a Baton. Seems like they want to go in and get the Roche kill. Tag team.
Okay, no Ravage.
Curse of Avernus. They know there's no Ravage, there's no Lasso, so they're going to use this opportunity.
And they don't do it super quick. Just the curse obviously does help. But there should be maybe a bit of a window of opportunity for Thunder Predator to at least try and slow Secret down here. FJZ, he'll show his face first. Trying to burn for time. They'll bring him down as the arena's going to get drawn. Spear on command. Won't catch DOTA. He has to snowball over towards DOTA. They'll punch him up. They take Minos. He's going to look towards Puppy first. As Puppy getting ticked down by the Magnetize, but the healing attendants will keep him up. They've lost 3, Minos and Moose having to bail as Moose is caught out 2. Secret take down the 4 of them. As Thunder Predator trying to step forward for the fight. Zai and Nisha just able to have the control and the damage there between the 2 of them with the arena and the burst, the Timber Saw. Thunder Predator couldn't quite fight into that.
Surprised they decided to take that fight. They have no Ravage, no Lasso. You know, fighting into a Baton with the Radiance, so you can't do what you did to a Baton last time around. Lasso after the ulti, the way you approached, like, Team Secret was ready. They placed the Sentry Ward, they placed an Observer Ward in the river to see the approach coming out from the Thunder Predator, and it worked out. Now they have Aegis on a Baton, going into Manta style. This is the same type of build I've seen from K1, aka Hector, from the Beast Coast. He's the one who played a couple of times the Baton carry in the South America region.
We're seeing again here that whole fight. I mean, it really was, as you say, Matu just getting a lot of damage done throughout the duration, but all of them pretty much entirely staying within the range of that burn. Now, Secret up to the bit more of a lead, 2K up. Just on Matu, now a very, very tricky target to go for.
Lifestealer's annoying, but only 2 items, he really doesn't deal that much damage. You know, once he's 3-4 slotted, you're gonna feel a different Lifestealer. Team Secret smoke.
Heading over towards Frank.
Does not have a BKB yet, so this should be a kill.
He's gonna try for the TP out, but Yapso, he's in. No ball over, finishes him off. Matu already starting to push back the rest of them. There's complete space for Secret to take another tap. Looking to get a lot done with Sages. Put up the side, Leo's down. Drag back Nisha. He's going to come in with a self-fuel, try and find himself some time, but he's on top of them with the help of MJZ. They'll bring down Nisha. The arena's out. They'll hold them in there momentarily. Secret, they don't want to try and get in on this though. Underneath the tier 2 and without their Mars, they'll back off.
Nisha used the arena because it will be back pretty much online when he respawns, but try to set something up if the team wants to take that fight. Lotus Orb, that's gonna be a great value against the Earth Spirit Silences, Bat Rider, and also Silence from the Nature's Prophet. Frank, he definitely needs that BKB. They also need to talk about who's going, which items. I see both Nature's Prophet and Life queued up.
Game's now really going to begin for Moose. Finally has that Midas done.
Already committed with the Hyperstone, so Frank will need to think of something else.
See if they're going to be able to get any sort of dives onto Frank. Yeah, Frank's not messing around. He's elsewhere. Minos, Minos can pretty much farm wherever he wants. So it has to be a bit aware of the interruptions that could be provided by Yapsor. In terms of killing and catching, you don't necessarily have to rely on the TP. It's just so incredibly speedy between the phase boost, the rage, and the buff of the S and Y.
This is the only spell he pretty much needs to care about. Yeah. Matumba Man has that level 15 talent. It's a lot of damage. It's 65 damage. You have this Aegis. Now you can feel more comfortable just going in and hitting that tower. You have a lot of attack speed. Going into Manta style, you can get rid of some sticky napalm charges. You have Robotic Shield. It's not so much about, you know, being able to remove the silences, even though it's a great benefit, especially against the Nation Prophet, because you can still pop the ulti whenever you feel like you need to pop it, instead of just waiting for seconds to end. But it's also about the farm, like Radiance, Manta style, and Matumba Man, he's hitting the high ground.
Want to do something about this. Minute and 20 seconds left on the Aegis. There's a TP from MJZ. He ends up right underneath the nose of Matumba Man, and he's dead.
Buyback is available. He might need to pop it and try to take it.
He might need to. That deeping in under the tower, yeah, Secret, they had no hesitation to just step up and kill him off as soon as he appeared.
25 minutes in, Team Secret hitting the Baron.
Minos going for a bit of the split push. Tier 3 tower actually
almost done.
Yeah, nearly done here by Minos alone. Secret's starting to back off. They've sent back the one of them. Yapsor to try and defend, and it's worked. Minos, he's now heading over back in the creep, retreating.
Team Secret just moving as a unit, together, holding hands, Abaddon ready to use the shield if something happens. They need to be careful about those split pushes. Yapsor, kind of one that needs to TP, possibly like stop the TP rotation from the Lifestealer, and then can still take a 4 versus 4 fight.
And those split pushes are going to get much more deadly once the AC's done. That was very, very close to its completion.
Lifestealer is massive, but they're right now not fighting with him. Could still be a bit problematic.
Puppy.
Lasso.
Charges before anything happens. Ravage comes out from MJZ. He's caught the two of them. Turnover on Nisha, but Nisha's got the BKB good to go. Looks for the catch. The setup onto Leo Style. He's got it. Arena straight to the spear. Pinning Leo Style to the wall. He goes down. Frank's going for the BKB. TP out. He'll make it away. Yapsor quite able to get in range in time.
Close. Look like a good Ravage. Only managed to kill Poppy after that. So not really worth it. Poppy once again super farmed on the Enchantress. More farm than Yapsor, more farm than Earth Spirit with Hand of Midas, who's actually holding a Philosopher's Stone. So Poppy getting a ton of farm. Same item build, Glimmer Cape, Force Staff to push people out of the trouble, push people out of the Sprout. Great against the Lifestealer.
Secret back on with a bit of pressure in the mid whilst Leo Style was out of the game. So he needs to take a little bit of time before he makes his goal back on this one. Maybe they can draw the game out as late as it looks like they intend to with these sort of item pickups on the support. All in all, a much closer game than game one. Both the numbers and the potential of both teams' lineups as things go on.
They're respecting this damage coming up from the Lifestealer, a potential Flame Break, even Lasso when they're sieging the high ground. Batrider also found Faded Brooch and has a lens, a lot of movement speed, the cast range going into BKB, which I really like. They have no abilities, once again, other than that Walrus Punch. Leo style. Someone, please help me.
It's going to be alright. I mean, again, Minos has done excellently at just finding this constant sort of side of the map where Secret never is. As his farm continues to flow in at an incredible rate, well on the way towards the Pasture Arc.
Finds the Paladin Sword, the Dream on the Lifestealer.
Absolutely, yeah. This is
He's going to go for that tier 3 tower. Try to put shit, maybe, you know, say, try to stop Tusk's TP, because Tusk should be the one TPing first, and being able to, you know, go for the Lifestealer. Shard does not connect.
And they brought 4 TPs back for this Secret, so Minos just doing an excellent job at forcing Secret's hands and making sure that Secret, despite having the slight lead, they're having to play the game that Thunder Predator's forcing them to.
This lane ward on the bottom, scouting things out. Like they know Lifestealer will be trying to do the same thing, and they can be ready. They can TP to tier 2 tower on the mid, possibly backstab because they have good vision, but they need the Tusk. He's also going for that Aghanim Scepter once again, which I really like. Understands the threat is coming from the Lifestealer. He will be the one dealing the damage. We need to get rid of him. Like, we don't have enough to kill him, but we can kill the rest. Just kite the Lifestealer.
The side, Leostar. And he's got to put the BKB, but Matthew's able to find the match. So jumps over. Leostar, he needs help, and he needs it now. The heal comes out from Minos. He jumps in, jumps out. Keeps Leostar fine to move on. He's on the run, over in the river. They'll trap both the two of them. Matthew getting low, but he pots the Manta. The BKB's out from Frank, but the bash in the team from Matthew, leaving no opportunity to Frank to escape. As Frank goes down, Nisha on the side catches both the two of them, Leostar and Jay-Z inside the arena. Goes the back moves.
That's a 4-man. I gotta call it a team wipe, but the Team Secret playing so aggressively, you know, not allowing Tidehunter, great spell usage, not allowing him to use the Ravage. Well, Lifestealer, at one point, he's gonna need to take a fight. Right now, just creep skipping, using the Rage. Roshan will respawn in 40 seconds. Matumba Man is just a beast on this Abaddon right now.
We're seeing this fight. These BKBs, they just don't do anything at all when Matsu's in, pummeling away. Getting the bashes off. Minos, excellent defend there to try and keep Leostar safe. But the way that Secret split the fight up too. Thunder Predator said they feel like they get a bit of a second win, can go back in on this, but Matsu dealing with Frank, and then Nisha just wrapping around from the mid, catches both the Bat and the Tide.
A bit late for Ravage. You know, even if he pops it there is no follow-up, so it's just better to save it. Roche will respawn right now. Team Secret, they're already there.
They've got the combo. They've obviously got the Ravage after not using it in that last fight. Maybe they can try and do something against Secret.
Bash is on the Lifestealer. Yeah, you can feel the power of the Lifestealer. They're still respecting it. Once Minos start putting in some right clicks, they need to be careful. This AC deals a ton of damage, especially with the Battle Fury. Also has a Basher. Silence, lots of bash.
He's taking the chance to put the Rage. Big damage coming in from Zai though as he cuts across. Just destroys the Earth Spirit. Now with the shards into the spear, they've managed to catch out Minos.
That was such a nice execution there. Like Lifestealer, he's like, I can man up against Abaddon, but for those 4 hits, he gets silence, doesn't have anything to dispel it with.
Oh,
it is so much damage.
Now,
No need to Ravage once again. It feels like it's getting out of control. Like Batrider, I am not seeing making any aggressive moves. Frank, so close.
That's really starting to ramp up now. 25 to 11, 10k lead for Secret. It's Matsu, full Abyssal Blade. Seeing it prove incredibly difficult for Thunder Predator to make any sort of moves onto this carry Abaddon. As this last pick looking pretty perfect for Secret with the way that Matsu's been able to play it out.
Thunder Predator took that like one good fight, then kind of threw the game away when they decided to go inside of the pit. They lost 4. This is a free Roshan for Team Secret. The damage is just too high with the tag team. That Curse of Avernus. Now you said it, full Abyssal Blade. He can be the one controlling the Lifestealer. He doesn't care too much, has Manta stuff, so even if they get a good jump, he can still pop the ulti and shield the other guy. Kind of be the saving tool and the damage. Just love this Abaddon last pick.
We've sort of seen as well with the way that the game's played, and Minos, he's had to go for sort of the split push because there's just never really been a timing in sort of the last 10 minutes where he can feel strong against the carry Abaddon. Matsu's always going to have an upper hand against him. Minos chewing up the Divine Rapier. It's needed. They need something big this game to have a chance of turning it. Secret, they're just getting too far ahead right now. They've got to go for something crazy.
That's big. That's how they come back into this game. Yeah. You know, he just started working on it, so it's gonna take like at least 3+ minutes to finish it. Team Secret will be ready to go in, maybe get the first set of barracks.
On the counter moves in the trees.
Getting caught again.
Honestly though, these sort of deaths, this is kind of what you need if you want to buy time for Minos to get the rapier. They've got to sort of just throw heroes out one by one, maybe try and distract Secret from hurrying things up and approaching the high ground. They've got to buy time for Minos to get the rapier, otherwise they're not going to stand a chance at all.
MJZ cutting the creep wave, has a blink dagger and the force staff. Puppey setting a vision. They also have Matu inside their base. They need to be careful. Sprout around the barrack. Not sure why that's still a thing.
Are they on to Frank? Bashes are there. Frank's gone, just diving in, and now they'll have the chance to go for the reps here, Secret. Minos going to try and pull some of the back. Zion Puppey there are here to try and deal with the two of them. Minos is trying to get on top of the target, but can't get on top of Zai. Zai just continues to push back MJC.
Nisha and Matu, they're not stopping. They're not even going.
They've got the back of the Moose. They might actually have a chance to kill it off Zai here. Zai, pop the loader sword. Minos trying to stay on target, but Zai, he's away. Zips out, Timber Chain.
They're killing your base. You need to do something about it.
Puppey, he's just being the distraction right now. Keeping the three of them prioritized up on the top. They do kill Puppey. As you say that the bottom lane's gone. Matu and Nisha, they've taken the mid-tier 3. Zai just creating pure space right now. Thunder Predator, they're still going for it. You know, they've committed. They want to get him, but it's a lot of time, a lot of space.
Creating space, creating universe. Like they got the melee barracks on the mid lane. Like Thunder Predator making a huge mistake, chasing there, only getting like even if they get a kill on Timber, so it doesn't matter. Like they can still rotate with the Abaddon. He's dropping fairly low, but has that Aegis.
Won't quite be able to get him. He's trying to take a walk back down the mid lane. I've got the vision and the ward out. Nisha sees him coming. The setup's there and MJZ's dead. Minos, he's still trying to push on this top lane. This time Secret, they're bringing in a lot to deal with him. Minos, he's got to get out of here completely and immediately before Yapsil's able to close in, and he will. Heads out. Smartly done. The whole 5-mana Secret was heading his way.
Yeah, this game just feels it got out of control so quickly. They decide to go for a hero kill. Like even Earth Spirit, instead of going and try to defend the base, he TPs to an outpost, joins a fight while the rest of the team, you know, they had 2 heroes in the base. Finally, AC done on Abaddon. He hits level 25, Aphotic Shield HP, so that's 380. And I don't think they...
How do they kill him?
I don't think they have anything against him right now. Still, a minute and 50 seconds left on Agent. Oh, playing sick. Straight up deleted.
Got to be careful how close you get to Matu. You get him raided out of pistol like Leo Star did just there, and you are gone. Leo Star does have buyback. Secret. Now looking to claim that third final set of barracks. They start the push up top. There's the buyback from Leo Star. Are they going to be able to stop themselves from being megaed? Minos ramping out to the back. Matu's just moving in onto Frank. Moves. We'll kick Matu in a bit deeper. Nisha, Puppey coming in with a push. Minos, he's looking at Puppey on the back line. Moose will be able to get over to him. They're trying to take it down. Ravage from MJC. Catches 3 of them. And also Puppey at the back. Puppey falls. Can they get anything else? Minos, who's his next target going to be? Going to have to watch Nisha, but they've lost MJC. MJC with the buyback. Circle over towards Moose. Moose able to roll away in time. Minos, he needs help. He's got the rage.
They also lost all the barracks, so they're gonna play against the Mega Creep.
Leo Style.
Nisha jumping in.
He pulled back for this. Leo Style's got to run.
Arena ready, PKP. And there's no way he's getting out of this one.
Now Yapsol's in. That'll be Leo Style dead for 90. Over towards the mid, Minos and MJZ. They're trying to deal with Matuma Man. It's almost impossible. The Aegis will time out, but he still has the borrowed time.
One-man army with the flamethrower spinning around.
And kicked over to the side. Minos is still caught though. Nisha catching him. Now Minos is down. He's got a buyback, and he's going to need to use it if they want to try for the fight. But of course, that make the Divine Rapier nothing more than a dream with the amount of gold he's going to have to spend to get back in.
Mega Creeps are approaching the base. Abaddon hitting on the tower. Nisha with the Aghanim Scepter. I love that. It feels like this spell does not belong in Dota, but it does. It's there.
Oh, he's going to be able to kick Frank outside of the fountain. Comes in, kicks him out. You know, trying to step over towards him, but Frank getting backed up behind the Timber Man. They take him down. Matu turning over towards Minos. Moose comes over with the roll. They'll kick Minos back into the fountain. Yapto having a bit of fun here as Moose gets left outside. GG is called. Secret will take into the series. It's there.
Big Secret, you know, just a bit too strong for Thunder Predator here. You know, and they are the final boss that everyone is afraid to face, and they show why. Like their versatility, the way they draft, like this Abaddon last pick was really the one to seal the deal. Great against the Tidehunter, great against the Batrider. Thunder Predator, they had their chance, you know. I felt like they were in control of the game, but one bad decision after another, and everything just collapsed.
It really did. It was, yeah, you said it. It's a bad and last pick. Matsu just play it to perfection, and we saw just away from the early moments, right, where Secret knew that they just didn't want Thunder Predator to get to play their game that they had in mind, with the back getting a good matchup, just these musical lanes. Matsu making sure that the things were going to be great from the off, goes for this Midas into Radiance, and it looks perfect against Thunder Predator.
Thunder Predator, they played, I would say, like simple Dota during the group stage, and it worked well for them. And now they are starting to overcomplicate things. You know, let's try this flex position 5 Tidehunter, and then you have like swapping the lanes constantly. Team Secret is just too experienced of the team, you know, and they're gonna punish it.
Absolutely. Secret with their first series here at the Major, they turn up all guns blazing, and they'll be able to take both of these games 2-0 against Thunder Predator.
Thank you so much, ODPixel and Lacoste. A 2-0 for Team Secret over Thunder.